Good morning, folks. It's Thursday. This is probably the biggest streak I've gone on with coffee talks here in a little bit. I don't know why I just checked my pockets for a knife. Oh well. Special good morning to Daniel and Olivia. How are you guys? Are you good? I didn't hear you. Can you say it a little louder? That's good. Might have had them yelling at you, Courtney. It's Thursday. Oh. What work am I doing on the van? I will be putting on the Agile Off-Road, well, my dad and I will be putting on the Agile Off-Road suspension kit to the van. It should help a lot with the sag that's in the back because of how much weight I have back there. Not even just back there, just in the van total. It should help a lot with the sway when I take corners. The whole thing likes to roll. So yeah, just not that long ago I decided, you know what, I need to do that. I am not getting the van any lighter. If anything, I'm only going to continue adding weight to it. With tools and stuff of that nature, so it's only gonna get worse, right? And put new tires on it not that long ago, so this the suspension doesn't really have anything to do with the tires, but kind of. If it's rolling a lot, it might wear the outer edges of the tire. Or, yeah, that's kind of about it. That's really all I could see. But, yep, that's what I'm doing. It's kind of it's a pretty popular kit. They've had it out for a couple of years now, which is cool. I don't like being the first on things, you know. Especially like it wasn't cheap. It was like, I think it was like $4,500, so it's quite expensive. That'll definitely be the most expensive singular thing I've done to the van, but it's supposed to be well worth it. Had it shipped to my parents' house, and when it arrived, my dad, who's, those of you that don't know, he's been a mechanic forever. Like ever. Was pretty surprised at how nice the kite. What am I flying a kite? Like, it's not even windy. Pretty surprised at how nice, number one, it was packaged. Like, it was put together really nice on the pallet. Which sounds ridiculous, but it kind of tells you like what kind of company you're dealing with. Are they just like hastily throwing shit together and be like, oh, here you go, thanks for your money? Or are they like, do they want to make sure like it's user friendly, it's installed easily, like that they care about their stuff, they don't want to see anything get broken or lost on the way. And I'm talking, they have it down to a science where like they have all their bolts like portioned out in packages. I don't know if the packages are labeled. They might be, but you know what I mean, like front strut hardware. Like, here's a package for it. You don't have to go sorting through this big bag, fucking IKEA bag of nuts and bolts. Oops. Courtney keeps telling me that Daniel and Olivia, you guys keep watching, and I do my best not to swear, and then I do. I'm sorry. Need to work on that. Need to work on that. Yes, I do. Anyways, back to the kit. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna help out my suspension a ton. Supposedly, we'll see. I don't doubt it. I think it's going to. Just looking at the parts that came in, it's taking my rear suspension and going from like, I don't know. I don't want to get too in depth with it. Why not? Who cares? You guys don't understand half the crap I talk about, anyways. Goes from a 2-leaf spring, leaves. That's what's on there now. It's just 2 leaves to like an 8 or 9 leaf spring pack. So it's like huge. Looks like it's off like a 3500 truck, or probably bigger than that, honestly. That's just in the rear. Oh, and new rear shocks. And when I ordered it, they don't let you order. Well, I mean, I guess they would let you. You could just lie. But one of the conditions for when you order the kit is you have to get a weight ticket. Well, you don't necessarily need a weight ticket, but you need to tell them what rear axle weight rating you either have or want to like install. So I indeed went and got my weight of the van, and you can see here the rear drive axle, 5520. So I went. They have a 5400 option and a 6200. So I went with the 54 because I talked to him. I'm like, hey, like I'm already 55. Like, obviously it's sagging pretty good. Do you think I should go with the 6200? Because like I'm probably going to be a little bit heavier, than what I'm sitting at currently. I could fluctuate based on tools that I have in there or material, like whatever. I've dropped a couple pounds. I've pawned stuff off on Dad. Thanks, Dad. Just for the time being, because I don't need some tools and I'm fairly close to home. So last time I was home, I just dropped them off since I don't actually need them on this job right now. But that's not a permanent thing. Like, I'm not just going to permanently leave all my tools there, So I do need to go through my tools and get rid of some stuff though. Duplicates and things of that nature. Just because there's no need. I'm literally just causing myself to be heavier kind of for no reason, I already have duplicates in a way because I have stuff in my like personal toolkit, like my van toolkit, like for fixing shit in here. Stuff in here. That's what I said, Olivia. Stuff. Yep. So there's that. Oh, but homeboy recommended the 54. He's like, you're vastly improving the rear in the first place. So he's like, I'd probably err on the lighter side, or steer you toward the lighter side. That way, if you're not like 6,000 pounds, you're not driving around like a dump truck. Meaning like with a super crazy stiff rear suspension, like an empty, 3,500 pickup truck or something. Because he's like, that'll be annoying. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I'm already going to be helping this thing out a ton anyways. So if it does sag a tiny bit, or if it is a little bit heavy, like 5,800 on those 5,400 series leaf springs, like, I'm gonna be okay. I don't think it's just gonna crumble and fall apart. So that's the rear situation. The front situation is vastly different. The van has a very unique front suspension. I am not a mechanic. I'm pretty handy, but I haven't been around the block that long. I haven't seen every kind of suspension, but it's weird. There's a singular strut up front and a weird, like, mono leaf spring looking deal perpendicular to the van. So if the van is facing this direction, the leaf spring runs like this way. Like, and it connects both lower control arms. It's weird. I don't know. And it's not, it is a leaf spring, kind of. But it's like composite. It's not even metal. I don't know. Maybe I'm smoking crack and I didn't actually see what I was seeing. But whatever. That's what I'm saying it is. So anyways. Bro. Alright. What is with the train not beeping, Mexican Johnny? Do they only need to beep when crossing a road? We're gonna find out, because this train is going in that direction, and I know it needs to cross a road. Like, I know for a fact it needs to cross a road, because there's the ding 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 gates and everything. There it is, but he's already arrived. He's moving. All right. But my thing is, like, wouldn't you honk the horn as you're coming up to the station and be like, hey, if you're close to that platform, like, GTFO, the way. Good luck decoding that one, Daniel. Ah. Really, I'm making all this stuff difficult for Courtney. What's that code, Courtney? GTFO. The way. The front suspension, what does it do? Or what does the kit entail? So the kit turns my singular strut, which is, it's like a shock, like that's all it is. It turns that into a coilover, like, strut. Meaning that there's going to be a coil spring put onto the strut, and it adds an additional shock. So I'll have two shocks in the front, one of which has turned into a coil over shock. So yeah, yep, that's it. Hey, over here. Perks have a window that opens. I can yell at the dog from the other side of the van. So, yeah, I should look at the weather. I don't even know if it's going to be nice this weekend. And I already asked Dad. He said it doesn't matter, but I'm making him help me on a Father's Day. Whoops. But we'll probably get it all done Saturday. We'll see. We'll see. The front's going to be the hardest part. By hardest, it's just going to be the most, like, it's going to take the most time. The rear is super easy because we just have to take off and take out, you know, the current leaf springs, which is only 2 bolts to take off the leaf spring. 4 bolts, excuse me. 6. Yes, 6. The shackle bolts, 2, and then the actual, like, leaf spring bolts. And then just shocks, which those are 2 bolts, 1 top, 1 bottom, out, in, done. Next side. I think probably the hardest part is going to be getting this thing in the air. My parents have like kind of it's not a tilted driveway, but it's definitely not like, it's not straight flat. You know, it's on an incline. But there is like a mostly flat section. And that's obviously where we're going to be doing the work. But, I mean, it's not just straight up flat. There's still a little bit of a slope to it. But, all good. All good. Sandwich number 2. Yep, so that's what's going on. That is the agenda for the weekend. While I'm at it, and I have Dad's garage and tools at my disposal, I'm gonna change a mountain bike tire because I popped that. Which I need to be more careful about because I did not know how much mountain bike tires are. I had no idea. Gotta be cautious, man. People get out of their cars and start walking, and pilot's like prone to being like, "Hey, what's up?" I don't care, but they might, and I don't want them like running up on them. Especially like, it's like kind of Boston area, so there's tons of people in like business suits and stuff, like nice attire. Meanwhile, my pants are so dirty they could probably walk away on their own, because there's probably things crawling and growing on them. But what are you gonna do? Oh well, hey. Alright, I think that's it. That's the situation here. That's my story. Sticking to it. Yes. Cheers, folks. Have a good day.